everyone and welcome to this video about the last season of Shingeki no Kyojin Attack on Titans. Yay! I'm so excited and sad at the same time. It's such a weird feeling. I don't know how to express myself properly, but I've waited for that for such a long time. Anyway, so before I even talk about this episode, I have to rant about the different streaming platforms that decided to broadcast that shit. I'm in Europe, so I have to use the Europeans way of watching this, okay? And I had to go through Wakanim. I don't know if y'all know about Wakanim, but this shit, it's like a branch or under or owned, I don't know really, by Fun Animation, and it is the platform in charge of broadcasting animes in general, legally, animes in general in Europe. And I don't know if it's all of Europe, but I know that some European countries are using Wakanim. And the thing is, first of all, Wakanim wasn't the one who had the rights to broadcast Shingeki no Kyojin. They bought it not long ago to be able to have the exclusivity on this season that everyone was waiting for, and that was an incredibly good move for a company to be able to have the rights for the last season of Shingeki no Kyojin. It's huge, and I'm not mad at them for buying the rights from Netflix, which by the way would have been able to handle things properly. I'm just saying, no shade, but it's just the truth. I'm not mad at them for buying the rights. I'm mad at them for not being able to handle the situation afterwards. Because when they did that, we asked them, are your servers going to be able to handle the number of people coming to your platform at the same time to watch Shingeki no Kyojin? And they said yes. Yes, there's not going to be any problems. Don't worry, we have everything under control. There's not going to be any problem. And guess what happened? The exact contrary of that. People waited from 1 hour and a half to 2 hours, even 2 hours and a half, to be able to see the first episode. Because there were so many people on the platform that the site just totally crashed. Not even just the page of Shingeki no Kyojin, but the whole site. Even people that didn't want to watch Shingeki no Kyojin had to couldn't, because everything was down. And I'm just not gonna take the answer, oh, there was no way for them to know that so many people were going to watch that at the same time. It's not their fault. I'm not taking that excuse, because it is the last season of Shingeki no Kyojin. It's sure that a lot of people are gonna get subscribed, just not to get spoiled, because that's what I did. That's what I wanted to do. I wasn't even able to actually subscribe because the site crashed on me, so it was impossible for me, even though I wanted to, because I don't want to wait for me to get spoiled on the internet or something like that. So I absolutely wanted to watch it firsthand. And second, it's the weekend. It's a Sunday. Sure, it's sure there's gonna be a lot of people. If at the very least it was it was a weekday, okay. But it was a weekend, a Sunday. What are you waiting for? It was sure, and in Europe it wasn't even a weird hour, I don't know, midnight or 1 a.m. or something. No, it was 6 p.m. or something. So a lot of people are gonna be there. You have to be prepared. If people choose, because that's what they did, if people choose to give them their money to be able to watch the thing first, when it's out, the second it's out, that's what I want. Because we all know that there are a lot of illegal platform where you can watch things. The only inconvenience is that the quality is not super extra, even if it's good. And you have to wait. And that's what people didn't want, to wait. Because when you wait, you have time to get spoiled, and that's what people didn't want. So to totally break the hype and make people wait for an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half is just unacceptable. And I heard that Crunchyroll crashed as well, which I don't know if it was as bad as Wakanim, but it's just unacceptable. You should have been prepared, and you just were not prepared because you didn't want to waste money by buying servers and not being sure and certain that you were going to make profit out of like buying the rights for Shingeki no Kyojin, because buying servers, like it costs a lot of money. So yeah, so you better not make the same mistake for next week, even though I know that there's not going to be as much people, it's sure, but you better not make the same mistake twice, because I know you lost a lot of customers. That's all I'm gonna say. And the meme on that one were just hilarious. I'm gonna put a few so you can see the rage that people felt. So yeah, that's it for me ranting about Wakanim. Let's now talk about like Shingeki no Kyojin, the first episode. It was amazing. I just can't explain how I feel right now. I watched the thing twice because I had to understand real good. And there's gonna be spoiling this video, so if you haven't watched it yet, get out. Just leave, run. Bye. See you later maybe. Because yeah, I'm gonna spoil in this video. They chose to start the season not in the place that we used to, like with Eren and Mikasa and stuff like that. This season, I feel like this season is going to be about the other side of the coin. We're not gonna see, I don't feel like we're gonna see things from the perspective of Mikasa, Eren and all this, but like from the other part. Like from the people from Mar and Eldians, like Eldians that stayed in Mar, right? Because the season started with that. My head is just spinning about the political situation outside of the walls that we know. Because the city that they were attacking, the city in Middle East, if I'm not wrong, it was in Middle East, had also walls. And when we talked about that with my friends, they were like, why are you focusing on the walls? Maybe they were there like just like that and stuff. And maybe they're right. But my question is, what is the political situation in the world outside of the walls that we know to have other fortresses? What is it? Because what I saw is like a fortress, kind of fortress like the one that we know with 3 walls surrounding it, like surrounding the city. And I was like, why is it there? Am I focusing on the wrong thing? It might be possible, but I just want to know why it's there. Because the walls that we know are there to like protect the people from Titans. Maybe it's the same reason. Okay, and I focus on that for just yeah, whatever. I want to know how many years it is after the end that we know, like when Eren and Mikasa discovered the sea for the first time, like saw the sea for the first time, because clearly we are in the future. At first I thought that it was the past, that we begin like the story in the past, but not at all. After seeing Rainer, not at all. And I also have theories about the end of the episode. Like, we saw Rainer kind of like being destroyed, that's the word, totally destroyed, and people act like he was dead, even though I think that he's not dead, but it's not, but it's Shingeki no Kyojin, because I think it's that he's not dead is based on the fact that it's too early in the season to kill him. But it's Shingeki no Kyojin, and I also see reason for him to die now, because like my friend said, he already had like 3 seasons, so maybe he's done. And to me, this one thing is, remember that in the 3rd season they said that when you get the power of one of those like nine titans, you have 7 years to live. because anyway he's gonna have to pass off his powers. That's why they are training new children to be able to receive his power. So he's gonna die anyway. If we look at the chronology of things, we know that he left Mar when he was still young, like approximately the same age of the kids that we saw earlier. So it means that maybe already 7 years, it's 7 or 9 years, I don't know, I don't remember, it's one or the other, have passed. So he's gonna die soon anyways. So maybe he really is dead, because in my opinion he's not dead, and they are just really shocked because they were able to just totally crush him, and with that they realized that using Titans as weapon just wasn't gonna work anymore with the enemy that they're fighting, because I don't even know what is the enemy that they're fighting. Like, is it the entire world? Like, everybody against Mar or something like that? I don't know. We just saw a lot of things and learned a lot of things in this episode. And I want to say, I don't know if you know this or not, and I don't know if it's gonna be a spoiler or not for you, because it's just things that I've thought about. I do not know the story. I did not read this kind of or anything like that. You notice that we like kind of met a new Titans. But in my theory, or at least what we thought about with my friends, is that it's not a new Titans. It's just, remember when, you just have to put things together. We know that to be able to use a power at its full strength, you have to be like a good host or something like that, right? And Emir got her powers, but she wasn't supposed to have them, right? And remember that in the last season, she chose to leave with Bertold and Reiner. So my opinion, my guess is that the Titan that we know, the Titan that we just discovered, is not a new Titan. And it's actually Emir's Titan. And now she's dead. She's just dead because it's her Titan. And remember when, I think in the last season we also learned the name of her Titan, and it was Jaw something, and it's clearly her Titan. Like, Ymir is dead for sure. At the very least, it's her power. I don't know, so many things happen in this episode, and I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I'm just so excited. I want to say I created this channel just to be able to talk about Shingeki no Kyojin. It's the only reason why I created this. I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Oh, to be a little bit more serious, I saw people complaining about the CGI, the 3D. Stop complaining, okay? Because you act as if we didn't have any 3D in the last seasons, but we did. You just didn't notice it, actually. Apparently, maybe it's because like Shingeki no Kyojin changed his studio, and people are like, yeah, we prefer to wait studio, Mappa is lame and stuff like that. But actually no, we see a lot of shit in terms of CGI like all year long, like all the time. This is high quality CGI. I'm sorry, you may think that CGI is ugly, and I can't disagree with you with some part, but just, it's not the first time Shingeki no Kyojin is using CGI, so I don't know why there is such an uproar like now. And maybe yes, Mappa chose to use more CGI than the last season, the previous seasons. I'm gonna give it to you. They actually did use a lot more CGI, but it was still present in the previous season, so I don't know, just stop talking, please. Just stop complaining. Stop. Also, I heard friends of mine saying that they were really disappointed with the opening, and if you're stupid enough to not notice that it's made on purpose, then I just don't know. The overall feeling of the opening, it's just a reflection of what is going to happen in this season. If you don't understand that, I can't help you no more. And they did things so well that we don't even get spoilers in this opening. Maybe the very last scene, like it lasts like for 2 seconds, maybe less. I feel like it's a spoiler. I'm not sure. Please don't say please don't say it is. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. Just let me have my opinion. I don't want to know, okay? But they did things so that we don't get spoiled in the opening. What do you guys want? If you don't like the opening, just skip the opening, okay? Because everything in it is just phenomenal. So yeah, stop complaining for nothing, please. When you get something good, just be able to enjoy it without being annoying, because I could be annoying too. Yeah, you guys know that I can be very picky, but it's just nothing to complain about here. Just shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna be condescending now. Yeah, just shut up. So yeah, that's all I had to say for this one, before that video. I will see you all next week, because you can be sure that I'm gonna be here next week. If you like this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Bye. Sasageo.